Ethereum. Ethereum certainly on the move, certainly on the breakout. I was talking about how this particular point 1500 was a major buying opportunity because this. Yeah, so 1500 being one of the major buying opportunities for this further continuation move to the upside, we are looking at some serious follow through on Ethereum, on an asset having multiple $1 billion in market capital, moving 20% to the upside, means how significant money is involved in the market, in the cryptocurrency market, especially for traders who are coming from bear market where there was no liquidity, where $100 move in Bitcoin used to be the only trade for the day, or maybe weeks as well. I mean, you're looking at serious money in cryptocurrency right here, and certainly the trends are real as well. When the money is real, the trend is real, and the strength is real as well. So this one right here being a major opportunity, as spoken of in my previous video right here. But what are we looking at for the coming days is the important thing to be talked about. Just look how beautiful pin bar this was, right off the 21 simple moving average, pushing through, giving a follow through. Now look at these beautiful goddamn bullish candles coming to the upside, signaling good upside take on Ethereum, where $2,000 are not that far anymore. Coming from this consolidation at $1,000, the price has just like okay, it's just consolidated. It's not a breakout. Like, these moves are kind of breakout moves, all right? I mean, these moves are breakout moves. Like, this is amazing. This is a 100% move. Like this one also doing a 70%. Now this one also doing more than 100%. So we are yet to explode. Like we are yet to see that grand massive Ethereum move to the upside, probably, which is going to be more than 100%. Could it be this one? Could it be this one? Could be 100% move, 120% move to the upside is going to be 3,000, pointing towards the targets that I've been speaking about ever since January. $3,000 Ethereum, pretty much likely, because of a simple thesis coming out of Bitcoin. Bitcoin above all-time high, going 120%, means Ethereum, if it replicates, which it does, it will go to $3,000. So far so good. Everything is being functional, and risk is being managed. This is such an orderly trade right here. You do not want to be missing out on these opportunities. I mean they are extremely low risk to high rewards, these areas of consolidation. Now if you want to be breaking out from this zone, you're certainly going to be exploding. I mean, okay, not yet, but well, you could explode. Like I do believe BitTorrent token exploded a couple of 100% in a single hourly candle yesterday, just like Dogecoin. These micro caps are just getting crazy. They're getting out of control. Somebody put all of that capital into Ethereum so that we can go to 3,000 tomorrow. No. No, let's not be moon boy here. Let's just simply take a look at the hourly time frame, and do we see any relevance right here? Not much, in fact. Now I would not really suggest jumping on to a long position right now, because we simply had a retest right here and the trend started moving. Well, it started moving really fast and hard to the upside, around 18%. So it's not really a good time to jump back in. You could be certainly looking at some key areas of consolidation for Ethereum, where you can start getting back if you were out of the market. Key level of interest being 1745. Now just notice how these levels, they just keep on going to the upside. So the better strategy for the extreme long-term time frame is going to be simply holding your assets. Just simply hold your goddamn assets, man. I mean, holding Ethereum would have been giving you significant amount of gains in the previous months and previous year as well. So the holding game stays to be strong, but if you are involved in the market on a daily basis, well, looking at some key levels of interest is certainly going to help you out right here. On the hourly time frame, 1730, 1750. If you see the price, well, the price is actually coming in a very steep fashion. It could certainly come back down to 21 simple. I would look at this as a buying opportunity, and if the price starts going to this, if it starts heading sideways, you could simply wait and watch this 200 simple moving average in the hourly climb up, and act as support where the price can be picked up. So keep an eye on these particular moving averages if you're looking at hourly time frame, because they are going to be determining your time, your immediate trend bias. Looking at the relative strength, not much to conclude from this. It's just snaking above the 60, which is generally bullish. Yeah, your RSI trend stays. All right, let's actually talk about this. Let's do this right here. I just want to show you guys how the RSI above 60 on hourly time frames also can be pretty significant. Just notice these points. You break above 60, you go for a 30% move. You break above 60, you go for a 40% move. Was this 40? Oh, I'm just simply rambling. Well, 20% move. Right. You go above 60, you stay above 60, you consolidate. The trend stays to the upside. The dips, they get bought back like immediately almost. So right now, what are we looking at? We're looking at RSI on hourly above 60, which means, yeah, a simple continuation move to the upside. Now be aware of these kind of dumps. Be aware of such kind of profit taking maniac kind of downside moves, because if you're overly leveraged, you can get wiped out on even 3x leverage, man. I mean, won't that be really nice? Oh look, I was long 3x and I got liquidated in the market. This is how scary sometimes things can be in this market. That's why, as I've been telling you guys to stay away from leverage, this market is anyway pretty much giving in spot trading as well. At least you don't get liquidated even on 3x leverage, right? So be aware of these moves. That's all. While the trend kind of stays to the upside, and Ethereum doing nicely. I mean, most of the all right. Let's be honest right here. Most of this move coming from this 200 simple moving average was because of Bitcoin. And Ethereum to BTC pair, in fact, not doing that well. Yeah, simply like as the USD pair goes up, the BTC pair comes down. This means that Bitcoin is way more strengthful than Ethereum. But Ethereum BTC also holding. Like I have an alert down here. This is a key significant zone. Invalidating this zone to the downside is going to be not good for Ethereum BTC ratio, at least in the midterm. So let's just simply switch the time frames. Wow, this is a huge bullish. Yeah, bullish. Yeah, this is huge bearish engulf candle coming off the 12-hour time frame, rejecting the 21 simple in the huge old bearish engulf pattern. That does not mean that's a death sentence, because most of the times I've seen so many patterns just violently breaking down but not following through, because sellers, like, they put everything they had and they sold it off, right? So there is no liquidity to sell. There's no liquid. I've seen that thing so many times. I've seen so many violent moves to the downside. They get bought back up because sellers, they just like they gave everything to the market. They sold off, they capitulated in the short time frames. They went out of the market, and then market simply goes to the upside here. Okay, enough of rambling. But the key structure stays intact if we stay above 3.6 million satoshis, 3.7 million satoshis to be honest, because that is the range of strength. And losing this particular range would mean that we're going to be retesting the 3 million satoshi zones, which I think could be likely if Bitcoin skyrockets. Yeah, the dominance keeps on catching up. Yep, Ethereum BTC can break down, so keep an eye on this level as well. Ethereum BTC being one of the key indicators for the overall Ethereum price dynamics in this cryptocurrency market. The RSI is interesting. We're bouncing out of a 40. Bouncing off of 40 means this. So we certainly can be retesting the 21 simple right here. We could formulate a head and shoulder right here, and then we can think about breaking down. I mean, okay. No crystal ball shit. I'll be talking about things which I can see and which can happen in the immediate future. No crystal ball shit right here. Stochastics pointing to the downside. Stochastic can snake around and do anything, but yeah, the trend determiner, stochastic, is telling you that the current trend is pressured to the downside with this bearish engulf right here. RSI being interesting. just observe the RSI on the 12-hour time frame. If it is kind of breaking below 40, closing below 40, the strength index on 12-hour, that would mean that we're going to be coming back to retest the 3 million Satoshi, 3.1 million Satoshi regions to the downside, which would mean you can save out on 17% just by staying on BTC, not on Ethereum, because ultimately, if you pick up your Ethereum back here again, you're going to get more Ethereum against Bitcoin. So when it eventually goes up from these levels, money. Yeah, cool. 3-day time frame, okay. Bearish engulf, not good. Bearish engulf on 3-day time frame is it's not being really nice for Ethereum in the overall picture. But let's just look at ETH BTC on Poloniex, on Mr. Poloniex, one of the oldest one. What's happened to Poloniex, man? They were just not able to catch up. Sad to see that as well. Well, the bearish engulf candle right here would certainly mean that we are getting into consolidation kind of price action for Ethereum BTC, which does not mean that we're immediately going to break down, which could certainly mean that we can come back and retest those highs once again, or at least come around those areas. Just try to tap the upside doors, and if you are able to tap and break through the doors, then we are simply headed to the upside. If you come and fail the retest, then we are going to come to 3-day 200. Well, that's again too far-fetched. That for that one to happen, we'll be breaking a few key levels of interest. Well, on Ethereum BTC, if you're trading Ethereum against BTC, excellent choice, by the way. Let's talk about some key levels of interest. Here, and here, and right here. This is it. This is the range bound situation for Mr. Ethereum right here. If you see this level being broken to the upside on the 4-hour time frame, then you could think about some further continuation move to the upside. First will be the redress of this prior high at 4.6 million Satoshis. If you see this particular level being lost, like particularly on the 200 simple 4-hour as well, so this point being actually significant, watch for Ethereum being picked up around these levels again. But if you're breaking below this point, breaking below the 2-hour, breaking below the 4-hour 200 simple, would mean that the prices do want to roll back down on Ethereum BTC. The first level of retest is going to be 3.4 million Satoshis. If you break below that, we could come to this zone of liquidity interest around 3.17 million, which is now 3.179. is kind of aligning with higher time frames as well, like the 12-hour time frame. So this brings me to a point where, I mean, okay, this is the one I'm talking about. The 12-hour 200 simple is at 3.71. I mean, you could certainly come back here. You could certainly could be a goddamn good buying opportunity on Ethereum BTC, for which you have to be patient. In fact, because this is 16 to 17% down move, and if you're already long Ethereum against Bitcoin here, there's not much you can do about it. You can certainly hedge your exposure in certain different ways, well, hedging Ethereum against BTC is certainly going to be, because we don't have futures on the BTC pairs. I hope cryptocurrency markets, they do start coming up with futures on Bitcoin pairing as well, because that's going to be damn helpful, as most of the risk reward opportunities, they're going to start shifting towards the all to BTC pairs rather than all to USD, because like I said, we have won against the fiat. We have, like, crypto is already won against the fiat system. There's no competition anymore. I mean, what, man? Just take a look at USD against Bitcoin. Just, you'll know what I'm talking about. The fiat has lost it. So there's not much competition against fiat. The only competition which stays is going to be against the cryptocurrencies themselves. So yeah, BTC pairs, that's why I do pay a lot of attention to BTC pairs, because they are the ultimate trend determiners, and they are difficult to trade as well because of the uncertainty. In fact, also I did have this particular structure in my mind, which is this one. So we are actually quite far off from retesting it. Not retesting it, coming for a resistance test. which is approximately 30 to 40% to the upside from this particular point. 40% move on Ethereum, standing at near about $2,000, is going to take it to near about 2700 USD. So that would be pretty awesome. And if we are formulating this entire broadening wedge to the upside, we are breaking above it, then we can talk about these targets as well. All right, this is something which I want to talk about. This inverse head and shoulders under formulation. Let me just get rid of that and draw some lines. Draw some lines. Snort it. No, I don't do drugs, for the record. I am not interested in that. Cryptocurrencies are enough to make me crazy. You don't really need to put anything in your system, because crypto market is just going to give you enough high for most of the things, and you have to stay level headed to make money. These are my personal beliefs. I mean, I've come out profitable. Well, if my state of mind is stable. Let's talk about the upside price action, upside target for this inverse HNS breakout, which we had a couple of weeks ago. That's going to be 6 million satoshis. 6 million satoshis from the current point is going to be 60%. So on Ethereum, USDT, 60% from the current level is at 3,000. A lot of things, lot of correlations headed towards Ethereum being at 3,000. So it's not too far-fetched. Like, we've come a long way. We can certainly go a long way, but 3,000 Ethereum, good target, good potential profit taking area. For that one to happen, we got to be holding these levels, and the way the daily candles are formulating themselves, breaking below the 21 simple, not really wanting to trend immediately. That means, I mean, let's be honest. I mean, of course, I also want to be a moon boy. I also want Ethereum to go to the upside all the fucking time. But let's be honest right here. This breakdown below the 21 simple moving average means that we do not want to trend immediately. We could consolidate on the BTC pair, which means if Bitcoin goes up, the USD pair goes up. The ETH BTC pair kind of stays sideways and kind of like snakes around the 200 simple. But let's assume some magical hocus pocus happens and someone decides to put 100,000 BTC into Ethereum. They just want to swap everything into Ethereum. Then you could, then this could be a bear trap. Then we could talk about this huge bearish engulf being a bear trap, and we can close a few candles above 21 simple, which is going to be 4 million satoshis, and then we could head high to 6 million satoshis. Pretty interesting level, to be honest. I mean, 6 million satoshi per Ethereum, that's insane, right? That's goddamn insane. We're coming from 1.5 million satoshi per Ethereum. Okay, there's one more thing. Like, okay, this is a total moon boy conversation right here. If you are through this video, you're probably one of the engaged audience, and I'm like, massive respect for you first and foremost. But let's talk about it. Imagine a new financial system, like a decentralized financial system already running, like already working, already there for disposal. Like it's there for disposal. Like, people can start using this entire system, and they could actually start generating revenue from all the borrowing, lending, all the derivative markets, all the spot markets as well for the decentralized exchanges. It's an entire new ecosystem of financial network running. It's up and running. Where is it running? It's on Ethereum. Everything is running in Ethereum. Uniswap, SushiSwap, all the swap, any swap, you swap, me swap, like everything is working on goddamn Ethereum. I mean, wow. If you really want to think about Ethereum fundamentally, it's just massive. The potential is just massive. It's crazy amount of potential. Apologies for that. And well, I had to talk to you about one more thing. Who else does decentralized finance? Kava Labs. Kava, Kava Labs. If Ethereum gets congested, if Ethereum network starts getting really congested, like network gas fees going to $600, like $1,000, could be possible. You can't underestimate the gas prices. if it goes to that point, people are going to be looking for alternatives in DeFi space itself. The first and the foremost to align with a lot of people, it's going to be Kava Labs. It's going to be Kava. So yeah, hedge against Ethereum is going to be Kava. Hedge against Ethereum is also going to be Cardano. So most of these Ka is, they are simply cutting. They want to cut off Ethereum, but it simply depends on mass adoption, and it looks to me like the adoption is wanted to head towards Ethereum for the time being, and the network is not that congested. Everything's looking good. We can talk about congestion when Ethereum actually skyrockets and the network usage also skyrockets to some massive amounts. Then we can talk about Ethereum network usage being really messed up, and I don't think there is much stopping in the short to mid term for Ethereum against Bitcoin as well. So, well, if the fundamentals, all right, sometimes technicals want to catch up to fundamentals, sometimes fundamentals will catch up to technicals. This is how market works. This is how universe works. Well, the energy is neither created nor destroyed. It just stays. Just keeps on flowing between certain points, just like this global event happening. Money flowing from all the fiat holders, all the dollar holders. Like, I got my bitches, I got my money, I got my hoes, and all those people getting into Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies right here. World order changing, massive things happening. There's just a lot of things happening, and I should just stop talking about these things, because once I start talking about these things, they are pretty deep, and I just keep on rambling, because you can just constantly talk about these stuff. There's no end to it. Ethereum right here, we are below the 21 simple and 200 simple as well on the hourly time frame, signaling a not so explosive move to the upside. Keep an eye on this level, the 3.6 million Satoshi. If you're losing that, then you could be looking at some sideways chop for Ethereum against US dollar as well. And well, as soon as Bitcoin is performing right now, the USD pair stays safe, right? But keep an eye on Ethereum BTC as well, because this is one heck of an interesting chart. Just imagine Ethereum going at 0.15 BTC. Wow, it would be massive, man. I mean, it would be crazy. $10,000 Ethereum. If Ethereum goes to 0.2, it's going to be massive. I mean, if Bitcoin is at 100k, Ethereum is at 0.2 BTC. Wow, that's 20,000 Ethereum. That's the potential target. That's going to take a while. Let's not be deviated from investment perspective and from trading perspective. The bias for the short-term time frames, well, until 4-hour time frame, it's all right as far as we're holding the 200 simple. It's going to be bullish. And do we have any hidden bull? We do, actually. Not confirmed yet, but we have a hidden bull right here. I mean, the price is pretty much flatlined. The relative strength is just simply nosedived. That's a hidden bull. That's a hidden bullish divergence right there. So just watch out for Ethereum BTC getting picked up on these levels. If you're losing that, we're coming down significantly. If you're not losing that, Ethereum against USDT is also going to perform, as Bitcoin is performing nice in the market. Well, I think this was crazy amount of rambling for this video. If you've actually watched the entire thing, massive respect for you again. And let's enjoy this bull run together. Let's focus on making this community being extremely precise and sharp-headed, level-headed people, wanting to trade objectively, not being extremely greedy or extremely fearful, but being extremely objective-driven. And well, let's grow this community. All right, that's been it for this video, and I hope to catch you guys pretty soon. Bye for now.